Hello, hello. I will be back in just a second. Mm. Oh. Oh. Hi, dishes and stitches, stitches. Hi, Judy Malley. Hi, Robin. Honestly, yeah, we have one of those mornings where stuff gets chaotic and it's all your own fault. Hello. Hi, Sharon Lee. Oh my goodness. Thinking about getting out of bed at 8:15, and my husband came in and he dumped more. He dumped some towels on the end of the bed on my legs. Now, for a lot of people, that is, oh God, I'm going to get out of bed. For me, having a nice heavy weight of towels and they're nice and warm on my legs has one reaction. I went back to sleep for another 20 minutes. And it's just been chaotic since I got up. My fault entirely. And I made a coffee. I put a couple of muffins on, and they're still here. So sorry, guys, for eating on screen, but I do need to eat. Anyway, pop the muffins up in the toaster. Went to get one out. It flipped over to the windowsill. Got the other one out. Cleared my way to the windowsill because I haven't cleared the dishes yet, so I've got to do that later in the day. Reached over to get the muffin, not noticing the biggest of the sharp knives collection. Brushed by my boob, fell down, fell sharp edge first onto my top toe. Luckily, it onto my big toe. Luckily, it didn't go in or anything, but it did cut a little bit, and it hurt. And that's why I was going, oh, he gave me, and I've just had to go and take something for the pain because it hurt. Completely my fault because I didn't get up when I should have because I was so comfy. And, you know, I don't think James knows about my body's reaction to having more warmth put on my legs and stuff. I just go, you know, which is nice after 20 odd years together that, you know, there's still stuff you don't know about each other. Hi, Uncover the News. Hi, Robin. Hi, Sharon Sipe. Hi, Sharon Lee. Hi, Christine Thomas. Oh, thank you, Robin. Thank you for that lovely comment. So I've been up approximately 45 minutes. which time I had a shower and stuff. No, 25 minutes. I've been up 25 minutes. So I haven't had a chance to check out news. I haven't had a chance to. So if you'll just bear with me a minute, I'm going to just do my quick prayers. Asking for a sphere of protection to be placed around myself, James, our fur babies, and I'm asking that sphere keep any negative energy and ill intent at bay. I'm also asking for similar spheres of protection to be placed over family and friends and their loved ones, including fur babies, wherever they may be in the world. Universal Spirit, I ask for a wave of healing energy to encompass the globe, including my big toe. Yes, Spirit. With the humblest of thanks, I ask for access to your wisdom and knowledge, the Akashic records and all higher forms of knowledge. I do this without agenda, rancor, or ill will, but merely to find clarity, objectivity, and insight into the questions that I may pose. I also offer up my thanks for any assistance given to me. Okay, that's my prayers. Oh my goodness me. Well, the toe's not throbbing now. So what is it? I have to get it out. I have to get out my little Embrace the Chaos candle, because honestly, this morning for me has been chaos. And like I said, nobody's fault but my own. Oh God, the throbbing's easing now, but that's probably due to the painkillers I took. They're not super powerful, but they're more powerful than normal. But yeah. Toes, when you stub them or you drop something, they hurt. Friday, I thought I'd actually broken not the pinky toe, but the toe next to it on my left foot, and it slowed me down for ages, and it took all day. It's very bruised, but I can walk on it and I can bend it, so it's not broken. But yeah, toes hurt. High Uncover News. Okay. Now, enough of my chaos. It's been 8 minutes of my chaotic morning, which I'm completely owning as my own fault, because it is. I think that's important. When you stuff up, you've got to own it. And I stuffed up. Big time. So I haven't had a chance to look at the news. Haven't had a chance. So I'm going in totally cold this morning. Hi, Ronald. Hi, Crazy Cat Lady. Hi, J Cat Lady. Oh, so I'm going to check in on Trump. He's at Walter Reed. Oh, my goodness, I've got so many cards out at the moment. Got another new deck yesterday. So he still has to speak. He's still got to testify. He can just do it via video. Good. I'm glad they're not letting him off that. Will Trump return to the White House? Wow, that's an interesting question, Estelle. And I will look at that first. So if you guys just want to throw me a question for a few minutes. So we'll go to my usual Trump check-in. Will Trump return to the White House? Yeah, and hi, Estelle. I'm just checking for some questions. Eric Trump video video with, is he testifying or being questioned? What will happen from that? I just don't think he can. I just don't think he can. He's a Trump, and he's one of those Trumps who can't keep their mouth shut when they should. So we'll see what happens with that. Hi, Kate, Sweet Blue. Like I said, don't worry about the toe. It'll be fine. It'll be bruised to heck, and it's not bleeding so much now. I'm just very lucky I didn't chop the top of it because it was the largest sharp knife I have. So a blade this long and that thick. It might have fallen blunt side up, but even so, it still hurts. Presidents have a long history of not being really truthful about their health. So I read on that, Anne Griffith, welcome. I asked that question the other day. Yeah, he does have COVID. Oh, stimulus. What's going to happen with the stimulus packages? Will one get passed? Okay, that'll do for now, and then we'll do a bit of a review. I'm really sorry, guys, for eating, but I do have to eat. So I'm just doing a little bit at a time. Does Trump have a, but most of them do have a body double. But the difference is they're not allowed to run the off. His body double would probably do a hell of a lot better job. Bar won't quarantine. What happened to Bar? Will Bar get sick? That's one of the questions I wanted to ask. Hi, Be Kind to All. Okay, checking in on Trump, the usual. What he's thinking, what his challenge is, and what the outcome is. So, just like Bar, he thinks he. Hi, Victoria. First live with me. Have you been watching? Welcome, and thank you if you've been watching, and welcome to the first live. You could duplicate his hair. Anyway, let's get into it. Oh, things aren't looking good. Things aren't looking good for Trump. Hi, Julie Sage. Haven't seen your name here before. Thank you for joining us. And thank you for watching, however long you've been watching. Okay, King of Wands. He's not happy. He's being snappy with everyone, even though this isn't in reverse. He's finding it hard to he hates being sick, and he's being a bit snappy and crappy and not necessarily very stable. Even if the King of Wands card is not reversed, with him, it's automatically the worst side of the King of Wands. Weakness. His weakness, yeah. So he's feeling weak. He's feeling weak. That's another reverse side of the King of Wands. King of Wands is very strong, but reversal is very weak. So he's feeling weak and he's feeling, oh, I don't like being sick. What's his challenge there? Queen of Swords reversed. Oh. He's not dealing with his normal stuff. He's dealing with professionals, medical professionals, and they don't care what he thinks. Somebody else is in charge of his health, and he does not like it. They're not the staff here there at Walter Reed. They're not. They'll let him have his way to an extent, but ultimately it's down to them and their judgments about his health. He opted to go there, and so he's got to play by their rules, and that's a lack of control, and they don't care. They care, but they're not going to just bend to his will because he wants them to. Okay, and he doesn't like that. That's a real challenge for him. Looking at the outcome, it's still really balanced. It's still a very precarious. There's still a lot of confusion, indecision. There's still he's probably going to have to come to a compromise soon. Yeah. We'll look at the general state of his health in a bit. Now, Seven of Wands. He sees himself. Now, this first line is what he's thinking. He's seeing himself as standing his ground, being strong, standing his ground. Okay? So, so he's seeing himself as being strong and standing his ground and setting boundaries. Hi, Renee Rogers. Hi, James Lee. Hi, Kato Mesquite. Hi, Renee Rogers. Dawn Amato, hi. What's his challenge? The Empress reversed. So, dependence. He's got to depend on these people to keep him well and as healthy as they can, to fight this thing. And he hates that. In his mind, he depends on nobody. And so he really hates that. And this is the Empress reverse dependence, and dependence on others, and the dependence on the kindness of others. There's also, as much as he can be, he's worried about his own family and stuff. There's not limited resources, that's for sure. This way it's abundance. He's got an abundance of resources available to him. but it's the dependence on others that's a real challenge for him. What's the outcome of that page of Pentacles reversed? He's just not having a good time. It's problems, troublemaking, trouble and problems. It's a page that's a young person, so it could be a troublemaking young person. But in this case, it's just generally there's a lot of problems that's going to come to him. He's, you know, the outcome for him in the immediate future is a lot of problems. What's he thinking? Got to rest, got to rest. Maybe I need to retire. He might even be mulling over an easy way to exit from this humiliation of being beaten, but he's, you know, he's mulled that over and over and over again. But his fear of not being in a place of safety has kept him where he is. So what's his challenge about that? Surprising news, emotional news. His challenge is how would his base take the news? Would they see him as quitting? How would they take the news if he did? Lovers reversed. His outcomes card, immediate outcome comes, all been reversed. So breakup, arguments, discord, bad choices. Yeah. So things aren't looking too bright for him in the immediate future. Let's have a look at his health. His health in general. This is him and his thoughts and stuff. Hi, Deborah. Let's have a look at what's going on with his health. I'll do a cross on his health. Oh, boy. Look, all those painkillers are kicking in. Those of you who joined me play, I had a very chaotic start, almost chopped the top off my toe, of my right toe. Started the live, was going, oh, excuse me a minute, I had to go and take a painkiller. And it's my own fault. So his base thinks he's not sick and it's a democratic. Yeah, that's going to be a challenge for him, how his base are going to react to that. I'm not even going to address the Q anon theory that was put out there that, you know, Anyway, hi Keisha. Again, I apologise for munching on my muffins here, but I do need to eat at certain times. So normally I eat just before I come on. But hi GMR5, have not seen you in a little while. I hope you've been okay. Hi Clarence Fields. He got it from Kermit the Frog. Hi Patricia Way. He's at fault for getting it. Trump's health. surprising, upsetting news. Not good news. Ooh, this is the middle signifier card. Not good. And he, remember, just before, he got that on as his shadow card on the bottom of the deck. What's the challenge for his health? The Fool, a whole new start. Finding fresh hope. Fool's about fresh hope. It's about new hope. The challenge is to find that. Challenge is to find new hope, fresh hope. I think he's going to be hit pretty quick. I know he's like, oh, he's going well and all that, but as it's been pointed out by several medical people, often you go okay in the first week, and then in the second week, it's like whammy. Now, what's at the base of this? I have to say it. Exposure. At the base of this reading for on his health is exposure. He continually exposed himself. This isn't the sun at its best. This is the sun saying exposure. He exposed himself to the risk. Past actions leading up to it, him just being himself and not listening and, you know, being determined to keep his place, to keep his power, his seat. And you see how he's got he might be standing behind it, but he's got his wand on there saying, this seat is mine. His determination to keep the presidency is in his past actions leading it. What's above it? The Queen of Wands. Oh, that's this is his health. That's above, so below. Hope Hicks, Melania. Exposure to a woman. So, yeah, at present, yeah. He's, don't be surprised if Hope Hicks gets kicked out on her ass. He doesn't stand by people who he thinks let him down. His immediate future, Six of Swords reversed. This is not traveling forward into safer waters. This is stagnation, not being able to move on, being stuck in troubled waters. And this is his health. Stagnation, not getting better, stagnating, just what's in the environment with his health? Well, he's going to go downhill quickly. He's going to go downhill quickly. What are other people seeing? They're seeing somebody who just made the wrong deal. But they're also seeing somebody who is separated, who is going, the separation's going to get worse. He's hoping for a happy outcome. He's hoping for a happy outcome. He's hoping to be able to go back to his family, go back to being the head of the Republican Party. But, of course, the fear is that that's not going to happen. What's the outcome with his health? Resources, lack of resources, really dependence, financial dependence. Mr. Queen, not good. A lot of dependence. People are going to have to. They're going to have to put in a lot of resources to him. Let's do a little bit more here. Ten of Pentacles. King of Cups reversed. That's not good. Weakness. Weakness. Even if he does survive, he's going to have a lot of, you know, if he comes through it, he's going to be dependent on a lot of people. Family. He's going to be weak. Final decision. Final decision is going to be made because of this illness, not because of the election. She looks like a lady. There you go. Now it's stuck in everybody else's head. Chris Christie, is all negative against him. I know he was exposed. Has he tested positive, or we'll have a look at him. Add him to the list. Is Chris Christie in hospital? We'll have a look at him too. He's one of Trump's chief enablers and spokespeople and all that. But despite all that, I kind of have a little bit of a soft spot for him. Even with the bridge debacle and everything, I don't know. You don't want anyone to be killed from this. How long will Trump's illness affect voting? Interesting. How will Trump's illness affect the voting? He's probably going to try and say, you know, it has to be called off because I can't, you know. That's not going to happen. He might get a few sympathy votes, but there's a lot. There's going to be a lot of, well, look who has to have faith in the post office system for his ballot. Will Trump return to the White House? I'm going to use a different deck for this one. Line Strider. Hi, Georgie Moon. Hi, Gail. With a G. I didn't read the rest of your name. Sorry. Hi, B. Harrison. Hi, GM Dave. Gale champion. Yeah. GM Dave, I hope you saw the comments the other day that Sheila sent apologies for mistaking you for a troll. Apparently she's had a few trolls. She was doing a live yesterday morning my time, and she had a few trolls come on then too. So yeah, I know. But for some reason I'm like, I guess because he's like just unending optimist, and it's like that sort of appeals to me, but it's just weird, isn't it? It's just weird. It's just like, but yeah, I can believe that he was a shoddy governor. I don't know. Sometimes my taste is just a little bit, oh, really? But yeah. But, you know, you don't want anyone, despite the temptation to say, you don't want anyone to actually to die of this. It's a horrible way to go. No, I think he was a horrible governor too, and corrupt, and a chief enabler of Trump and everything. I just, for some reason, I sort of like, every time I see him, he just makes me smile. I just get a smile on my face, and I don't know why. It's more of his presence as it's more his appearance. For some reason, his appearance makes me smile because he looks like the typical jolly person. He really does. So it makes me smile. But despite knowing all the other crap. But anyway, that's just, don't worry about that too much. Will Trump return to the White House? Let's have a look. He has made substantial progress. No, nope. Giuliani's in the hospital as well. Yeah, Rudy was there. Chris Christie was on the news the other day saying in the room when they were prepping for the debate, no mask. And apparently when you know how all his family, they went and they had the mask on and they sat down and then they took the mask off. When representatives from the venue went over and said, please put your mask back on, they said, no, we're not going to, we don't have to. Yep. Like I said, it's a visual response with me, just when they show him, like, he makes me laugh when they show Chris Christie in, like, when he was in that baseball uniform and he looked like Tweedledum and Tweedledee combined. It makes me laugh like that. And, you know, so therefore he puts himself in ridiculous situations and it makes me laugh, and that's just, therefore I have a wee bit of a soft spot. Hi, Mystical Marina. Yeah, well, yeah, it wouldn't be surprising if that was the case, GOP dominoes. Anyway, no, the White House doctor would have no idea what's going on. He's just saying what he's been told to say. Anyway, will Trump return to the White House? The Empress. That's a good card. That's an yes card. That's on the bottom. But that's Two of Pentacles. Still a juggling act. That's a very much a maybe card. Six of Cups. Setback. He wants to go back to the White House. It's interesting because it's got like the White House in the background. Nine of Wands. Oh, it's a real battle. It's a real battle. Homecoming. Yeah, there's a chance he'll be able to go back. Oh, Two of Swords. Critical. That again, that's with the Two of Pentacles, Two of Swords. On an edge. Two of Cups again, up and down, side to side. It's 1 minute it's oh yeah, next minute it's Four of Cups. Wait, it's too early to tell. Page of Pentacles. King of Pentacles. Again, they're putting every resource they have towards. It's too early to tell. You know. Yeah, it's too early to tell if he will. And I'm, you know, it's a big maybe, but I'm I mean, for heaven's sake, he is so determined to hang on to power. It wouldn't surprise me if he got Andrew McCarthy and Jonathan Silverman on either side of him, holding him up in the Rose Garden so he can go, you know, just like Weekend at Bernie's. Maybe if they get a chicken instead of a pigeon or whatever. Oh, no, they used a pigeon instead of a chicken, didn't they? So when the music plays, he goes, oh, Pompeo. Yeah, we'll read on Pompeo as well. He hasn't been around in a while, has he? Hi, Bismo. Okay. It's a tulip deck. I found the bridge layout. I might use that just before we go on to Eric. To do that reading on Trump again using this layout. So on him returning to the White House. So let's have a look. They can't help themselves. So the Democratic challenger to Senator Tillis has been busted sending a text to Clarence, when will you be rid of the whole lot of them? just got when will they be gone. So I'll just do that one on will Trump return to the White House. I'll do that reading again with a different spread. Current energy of the situation. Four of Wands. That's a return home currently. That was interesting because that came up in the other one as well. It's a Four of Wands. For those interested, this is the Line Strider Tarot by Ciolo Thompson. Okay. The heart of the matter, Knight of Swords, chaos, just chaos. Chaos with his health. People fighting to keep him well, you know, get him well. Challenges to consider. Three of Wands. He's brought this on himself. He's brought this on himself. His actions and everything, you know. And his ships are going to come in on this matter in a big way, and it's not a nice way. So he's really going to get hit hard. Any incoming change with that? The world's watching. How's that going to be an incoming change on whether he... Oh, no, incoming change. Incoming change are end of one journey, start of another. Likely outcome or result, judgment. Justice. Page of Pentacles, that annoying kid. Queen of Swords. Being called forth to answer. The High Priestess. Still murky, but it's still up in the air. But yeah, he might not. That doesn't mean he still won't be clinging on to power. It just means he might be in hospital for a long time and doing everything from there. So he might not actually physically return to the White House. Okay, Eric Trump. How's he going to go with the investigators on Monday? Yep, they'll be testing those guys every day for the next 2 weeks. You know? Eric, 6 of Air, procrastination. He cannot make up his mind. He's just like, oh. He's stagnating. He doesn't know which way to go. He can't. Yeah, he's not going to make any progress in getting himself or his company out of trouble, or the family company out of trouble. 2 of Air, conflicting viewpoints. This is his dad coming in. You don't plead the fifth. Only guilty people plead the fifth. But he knows that if he tells the truth or lets himself get questioned, he's going to be in deep doo-doo. The heart of the matter. He's got to show mastery over them, and he can't. He can't. He's challenged to consider conscientious, analytical, creative. Oh, he is up against somebody who is all those things and who will just, anything he says, they will be instantly analyzing it and yeah. and productive. He's up against a really, really smart person who has got things well over him. Incoming change, transition, effectively surrender. Oh, I just whistled. I can't whistle consciously. I just can't do it. So it's not something I can do. So when I do whistle, it's just something that it's a result, an accidental result. He's stuck. He's stagnating. He's yeah. It wouldn't be surprised if he gets thrown under a bus by the family. Likely outcome, result, generosity and wishes fulfilled. Oh. He might suddenly have COVID. He might suddenly test positive and have to go into isolation. So, because this was for Monday, so yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if he suddenly tested positive and has to go into isolation. He's going to try, because if he doesn't, he is going to be hung out to dry. But he's getting a wish fulfillment card there. So, okay, stimulus package. Let's have a look at the stimulus package. Will there be a stimulus package passed? Stephen Miller has got it. I'm not going to read on him because it's just, I'm intuitive and all that, but so I don't claim to feel anyone's energy and all that, but sometimes you do, or you feel bad energy coming in, and that always comes from when I'm talking on him. So I don't like, yeah. Ugh. Marco Rubio is calling for that from the White House. The White House, no, they haven't. They haven't in years. They've never have done that with regard to the president in bad health. Will a stimulus package get passed? When's it going up for the vote? Well, that's the yeah, okay, well, here's hope, because yes, as it is, a lot of readers for a long time now have been saying, oh God, almost two and a half, almost 3 years, that it is going to be a woman who takes Trump down. His hopes hit that woman. So have a look. Oh, I'm really sorry, Clarence. Let's hope that you find somewhere to go. and be safe. What are you reading on? Oh, stimulus package. Lord and the Lady, a partnership, an agreement. Loss. 5 of Cups. Loss. Ace of Pentacles, offer. Trapped, nowhere to go. 8 of the Thames. 9 of Pentacles. Sitting pretty. Moving on. I think there's 10 of Wands. Nine of Wands and Medal. Going to be a bit of a fight for things. Forward movement. I'd like to say yes, but I'll shadow these with another deck. I'd like to say yes. There was an agreement. They did come to an agreement. They're going to try and delay loss. The Senate passed. Queen of Wands. 3 of Wands. Ships coming in. King of Cups. That's Biden. 9 of Swords. Chaos. Strength. Magician. I think the GOP are going to try and delay it, a vote. You know, but hell, they can go on Zoom and do their votes and stuff. Even if they are in isolation. The second layer is more hopeful. The Dems are definitely going to be standing their ground. Say hello to everyone, Cameo. But there might be a bit more of a delay, but the ships are going to come in. There's going to be a little bit more stability. No, mummies. Nine of Pentacles sitting pretty embattled. People in battles have been carrying the burden. I think there's a good chance it's going to be passed, but the Senate, you know, in other words, the GOP might try and delay it some more. Hi, Linda B. All right. Oh. Four shocks, eh? Oh. Let's hope everyone in California is safe from GM days, yourself and everyone. Thank you, Joan Morey. Hi, Sandra Henderson. Yes, Hope, Sandra, I've got that question about Hope Hicks written down, but got a whole heap of other questions to go through too. So, William Barr, will he get sick? Will Bill Barr get sick? Hi, Debbie Fitzsimmons. That's all right, Sandra. Just, yeah, I've been writing down some questions as people ask them. I think we could have enough for now. We might have time to take a few more down later, but we'll see. Okay, will Barr get sick? King of Coins. He's been exposed to Trump. Six of Swords. Movement. Bit of a rough time ahead of him. Ooh. Yeah. William Barr is far from a healthy specimen. Four of Queens. He challenged apathy. He couldn't give it. Oh no, not apathy. That's Four of Cups. Four of Coins is he's feeling really, really insecure. He's hanging on. He's hanging in there. He knows if he gets sick, you know, he's trying to hang on. The change, sharing. Six of Cups. Possible outcome, High Priestess. Doesn't make sense. Well, part of it does, part of it doesn't. I was getting a different form. A different spread. Okay. Definitely been exposed. Yeah, I'm just doing a reading on him now, Dawn. Bill Barr, what's going on there? Five of Swords. He's been busy coming up with more schemes to abuse his power. Nine of Cups. Wish fulfillment. Base of the reading. The High Priestess again. That's come up for him again. Agendas, wisdom. He's taking it easy. I think he's been given some advice to what's the term? Self-isolate, to just stay away. So far he hasn't gotten sick. I think he's been hoping he hasn't gotten sick, and so far he hasn't. He's been given some advice to just, you know, work from home and do as much as he can there. The Magician, he's been able to avoid it before now. Nine of Swords. Oh, he's in for an anxious time. Nine of Coins, but he's sitting pretty. Two of Coins. You know what? I don't think he's going to get it. I think he's the reason he hasn't been seen much is that he's been keeping well away from everybody else because he's got a lot of comorbidity issues. So he might avoid it just by doing that. If I was just to look at these and say, on the basis of yes, no card, will he get it? It's a yes, but I think he's been the reason he hasn't been seen much is because he's working from home and keeping himself well away from any situations. I think he's told Trump, I can't protect you if I get sick. Trump's doctors. He's at Walter Reed, so I think he might even be thinking about retiring, but he won't until after the election. I think he'll probably retire if he's allowed to. When Biden's declared the winner, he'll retire or announce his retirement. Okay, next question. Chris Christie. Let's have a look. What do things look like? Chris Christie. How will he be? Will Chris Christie be okay? Really crap at that flipping the cards between each other thing, but I do it occasionally. It comes out in lumps, but still gets them mixed up a bit. So, Chris Christie. Oh, Two of Swords. Really, he's going to get really critical. Seven of Swords. Betrayal, honestly. He thought he'd gotten away with but he was exposed to Trump. 10 of Coins. Money, resources. Retirement. 10 of Coins can be about retirement. The Sun. King of Cups. Judgment. Don't see any. Six of Swords. He's going to have a rough time of it. The Chariot, momentum, moving through it. but I don't see any really bad cards for him. So if it is COVID, he's going to get through it. But it might not actually be COVID. It might be something else. But there's exposure here. There's the sun for exposure. So, yeah, he has been exposed. But I think he's going to make a judgment call in the end, and he's going to retire. I think that's it. He's done. He's going to be retiring from public life after it. He's in for a bit of a rough time, but yeah, I think he'll. I didn't get like the death card or the devil or anything like that for him, but of course it could be for something different. But I do think it's for COVID, exposure to COVID. You might only get a milder form of it. So go to hospital, get treated early and quickly. He might only be there for a couple of days or something, and it might not even be, no, it is COVID, but I haven't got any of those not good cards like the devil and death and the tower for Chris Christie. So we'll see what happens with that. Didn't get any of those with Bar either. So, you know, it's some people you think, oh my God, they're going to go down. They just stay there in there. They're going to go down, and they don't. And some people you think, oh, they'll fly through it. They're fit, they're healthy, and they don't. It's this virus plays by its own rules. How will Trump's illness affect voting? If the GAP and Trump had their way, it'd stop it altogether. It'd stop, but I don't think that's going to happen. No, I did that reading earlier, Joan, and even if he comes through it, he's going to need extended treatment and stuff. Yeah, I think he could be kept in hospital for quite a while to treat him the exhaustion and all that, so that by the time he's out of hospital, it might be all over, and he might decide, well, look, I won't bother going back, and I'll leave Pence to deal with the transition. I've always thought he was going to leave Pence to deal with the transition, so he might cite ill health as, after the election and all that. I think he could be in hospital through the election. And, he's going to get some sympathy votes, but yeah. Okay. Is Trump's illness how is it going to affect the election? Oh, doesn't happen often. I'll get words going through my mind. I'll get phrases going through my mind, but there's not often I see a flash of a picture. And it's like people at polling places going up and saying, your president is sick, you should support him by voting for him. And if you don't, that means you want him to, that sort of thing, trying to intimidate others. So it could cause an increase in intimidation at the polls. Knave of Cups. There'll be some surprising news. Emotional. 10 of Coins. Ten of Swords. Both tend are coming to the end of a cycle. Six of Wands. Three of Cups. Ooh. Four of Coins. Amio, what are you doing? Get off the keyboard, Bubba girl. Yeah. That flash that just went, my cat jumping from there. If I have time, I'll ask that, Clarence. Are the GOP in the Senate and the House done? In Congress. GOP done in Congress. In both houses, yeah. I do feel there's going to be a lot of bully boys out there at some places saying you've got to vote for him because he's sick and trying that intimidation tactic. But they're going to try. The momentum. It's going to change things a bit there's going to be a lot of Republicans who would normally just throw up on the day. They're like, well, if he can get it, I can get it. It's going to cause a change in he lied to us. I do see some increased trouble. Some of the bully boys out there trying standover tactics to try and say to people, you have to vote for him because he's sick, and if that means you're a traitor because you don't vote for the president when he needs you to. Yeah, that's all dust. But they'll be trying those arguments at the polls. But I also see a change in support. How he could even lose some more. Because there might be people Republican voters out there who don't trust the mail ballots, but are scared to go and vote in person now. So they may not vote at all. It's going to tamp down some of his support. It could have an adverse effect at him at the polls. There will be some intimidation. Could be the final nail in the coffin. He's painted himself into a corner here by telling his followers, don't trust the mail-in ballots. Don't trust them. You can't trust them. Now he's sick, and there's a lot of them are going, oh my God, if he can get it, I can get it. I'm scared, and they won't go to the polls now because they'll be too scared. So he hasn't done himself any favours. Could mean less GOP presence on the day, less Republican voter presence on the day. It's going to change the dynamic on the day, but there's also going to be quite a few bully boys out there trying to bully people into voting for him. But it's going to change the dynamic on the day. Normally, Republicans are, from what I understand, they're very much on the day voters, and it might not be so much of a red mirage this time as a slight pink blush. a slight pink haze. Yeah, he's done the victory card here, but there's messenger as well. This isn't just for victory, it's for a messenger as well. Good news, success, award, recognition. I think if anything, it might scare some Republican voters away from the polls, because if he can get it, then they can get it. And they don't, so they'll be scared. It's going to cause a change that's not good for him. A change in the dynamic on the day. Yeah, look, if you wear a mask, if you stay distant from people, have your hand sanitizer. I wouldn't say wear gloves, because gloves, things can get transferred onto gloves. Just have your hand sanitizer and sanitize your hands before you touch something and immediately after you touch something. If you have to touch anything, yeah, have it in your pocket and stuff. And yeah, go in person if you can. What's next on the list? Giuliani. Yeah, I can't see why They shouldn't have a perspex divider between the two. And anyone who isn't wearing a mask will be escorted out of the venue. That's what they should do. Okay, so Giuliani, what's happening with Giuliani? Four of Pentacles. Oh, he's not feeling very secure. It should be that way. Yeah. Queen of Wands. He's got legal troubles. Page of Wands. There's going to be a whistleblower. Eight of Pentacles. Somebody's been looking at detail in something he did. Eight of Chalices. Walking away, abandoned. Knight of Wands. Charming, but superficial. He's carrying a burden. There's a big burden in his environment. Page of Swords, disappointing. Somebody who's just disappointed. People see somebody who just disappointed. The Moon. He's really scared something's coming out. I thought they'd have something about the virus here. Harvest, Judgment. Oh. He's going to lose. He's going to have people walking away from him soon as investigations get underway. I thought something had come out about the virus, but nothing come out about the virus. Let's grab another deck. Is Giuliani going to get COVID? Is Giuliani going to get COVID? I can just see COVID sitting in the corner going, yeah, no, keep him away from me. He's got disappointing news coming. The Emperor, the Chariot, moving on. I'm still not seeing COVID. I asked out, but you know, if they're yes, no, if we go yes, no, then yeah, he's definitely in danger of it. You've got two yeses and two maybes. So there's a 10 of Cups, family. There's a 10 of several. Oh, yeah, he's definitely. I think he went home and locked himself in his dungeon or something. He definitely in danger of developing it, and if he does, he's screwed. But he's got other stuff. He's got other stuff to worry about too at the moment. He's like investigations, dealing with disappointment, and more secrets coming out. It's going to be like people are going to say, God, we thought we knew how wrong we were about this man, but even more stuff's going to come out, and they're going to go, God, and they're going to be disappointed in themselves for trusting him in any time ever. I'll ask these cards, is he going to get the virus? You know, ask that of the little purple cards as well, but still, you know. Yeah, so Trump definitely hasn't. him getting the virus, it hasn't actually, not really going to help him much at the polls. In fact, it could just lead to even less of a Republican presence. And him painting himself into, by telling Republicans and his base, do not trust the mail-in ballots. They won't trust them to go. Okay, if I send them, they're not going to. They're just going to throw them out. But they're going to be too scared to go vote in person, either early or on the day. So. Giuliani, there's those secrets coming out again. King of Swords, King of Chalices, Biden's coming up, Three of Pentacles. Secrets are going to come out. Who worked with King of Swords, abandonment. There's that again, and it's not about coronavirus. Yes, he's got a good chance of getting it. If he does, he's screwed. But there's no really, yeah, he's going to get it. But just that if he does, he's screwed. But he has got really tough time coming up for him, and he's, yeah, it's legal. Okay, Pompeo. Where's Pompeo? What's happening with Pompeo? Look, as long as he's able to give orders and sign things and stuff and in a comprehensible way, then, you know, he's still in charge. No, they won't trust the mail. A lot of his base are people who don't trust the government anyway, which is why they went with Trump, because he doesn't necessarily represent the government to them in some strange way. They're in his cult, and if he says don't trust mail-ins, they won't. That's the thing. Pompeo, what's happening with Pompeo? Is he going to get sick? King of Cups. Ooh, he's going to have to face Biden. That's really interesting. What's on the bottom? Ace of Swords. Something is going to come out about Pompeo, and he's going to have to face Biden. Biden's going to want a pound of flesh from him. That's interesting. What's Pompeo done? Four of Pentacles. Oh, he's really scared. He's clinging onto his position and his power. Four of Swords. Oh, rest and retirement. Illness, possibly. Illness. Yep. It's just, we'll leave that one there and put another card here. 10 of Cups. The Republican Party. Chatter, 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 chatter. Talk, talk, talk. Seven of Cups, confusion, gaslighting, illusion, Wheel of Fortune. This is bound to happen. Bound to happen. Things aren't looking too rosy for Pompeo. Okay, Three Three of Cups on top of the Ten of Cups of the Republican Party. Republican Party support. What's going to happen with his support? Seven of Cups. He's trying to hang on to power, but there's confusion and all that. And Queen of Wands, Nancy, and Congress. Clouding the issue. He is going to have to face Nancy as the Congress as well. What's on top of the Four of Swords and the Wheel of Fortune? The Chariot, moving on, momentum, moving on. It's time for him to move on, rest and retire. He's going to be forced into retirement. Chaos. Why chaos with the support from the Republican Party? The Hermit, they're going to isolate him. He's done something and they're going to drop him like a hot potato. What's going on with Biden here? Why has he come up with regard to Pompeo? Let's have a look. Something's going to come out. Something's coming out. He's been told something. He's been told something. He's not happy, and he is going to make sure that Pompeo pays for it. I'm not going to say it, but I'm going to spell it. Treason. Passed through my mind. Pompeo's really screwed up in a big way that not even his own party, and it's going to cause chaos within the ranks. We might not hear about it, but it's going to cause chaos within the ranks, and they're going to isolate him. Oh, he's done something really nasty, and he's going to be carrying the can for it too. He's done something really bad. He's really tried to manipulate a situation. The Emperor. It's the rule of law in this instance. It's not a person, it's the rule of law. He's tried. I don't know what he's done, but it's going to put him afoul of everyone. Oh, he's just a bit tired. He's having a sleep. Yeah. With this, yeah, he's having a sleep. He's getting old, and he's always been an outside dog, and he will be, right up to, he's, we are getting the roll down patio blinds out in the alcove. He sleeps in the alcove on his nice bed with a nice little warm little bed of his own, but we're getting the alcove things put in so we can use the alcove area more, especially in winter, and then it'll be warmer out there for him as well. Those roll down blinds, those blinds there, and the barrier. So that's one good thing about it. Anyway, when will they be gone? Tarot Illuminati by Kim Huggins and Eric C. June. Or June, Dunn. Whatever you want to call it. I do like using different cards. Market crash, hey? Well, can't really be surprised if the market's crashed after. When will the GOP be done? When will they be gone? So now the GOP done in Congress. Yeah, well, we'll look at that. We'll answer that all as one thing. Are they done? Are the GOP done? I mean, I feed him and I come and get pats and I'll sit with him outside and talk to him. But he really is Whippy's dog and loves his dad. Absolutely adores and worships James. And I think I've said it before, we got him when he was 6 weeks old, and he'd only been here about 2 weeks when I flew over to Queensland for a family wedding. I was gone for about 10 days, and for 10 days it was Whitby and James alone. Yeah, no way you can, that bonding there. It was just the two of them, and yeah, hugs and cuddles, and they still hug and cuddle to this day. They love each other very much. Okay, the GOP, are they done? What am I talking? GOP, are they done? I thought in the current Princess of Pentacles. Gorgeous, look at that. Gorgeous card. Princess of Pentacles. At the moment, yes, it's going to be younger intellectual people who they're going to need. But Two of Swords. In their current form, yeah, they're at a tipping point in their current form. The Lovers. The relationship with them and America it was blooming, and then now all of a sudden it's just being burnt to dust. This is a separation in the party. Seven of Pentacles. Assessment, there's a need to go in a different direction. They're reaping what they're sowing. They need to go in a different direction. The Moon, there's more stuff coming out. There's more stuff coming out. Ten of Pentacles. Their legacy is just turned to dust. Their legacy has been burnt down by their actions of the last few years. The Alchemist, Magician. Manipulation and all that. They've been brought down by their own actions in trying to manipulate everything. And Eight of Pentacles. Oh, so much detail. There's so many little details. There's going to be investigations into where some candidates got their money from and everything. There's going to be a huge shake up for them, and they're going to go through a time of cloudiness and illusion. The illusion's going to be broken through. Oh, yeah, as they are. No, they're not going to survive this presidency and all that, as they are. That doesn't mean they won't come back. They will, but they're going to have to go for a lot more younger people, smart people. So, yeah. Look at this. Look at this. As they are. No, they're done as they are. They're not going to survive. There's going to be a huge shake-up. Within the party ranks. Is Hope Hicks the woman that brings down Trump? Is Hope Hicks the woman that comes? What's about the Queen? Are they saying she might have COVID or what? Is Hope Hicks the woman who brings down Trump? Princess of Cups, surprising news. It was a surprise. Yes, the Hierophant institution, hospitals. She sent him to hospital. Princess of Swords, disappointment. The Truth. Ace of Pentacles. She's going to be offered a lot of money to talk about him. Princess of Pentacles. Prince of Pentacles, that is the Knight. The Lovers. The Lovers go. Oh, you don't think she. Oh, you don't think they. Ew. All stuff's going to come out about her. You know what? I think she is. Prince of Cups. Exposure. Yeah, I think she is. I think she is the woman. And she's got a lot she can say and do, but she could tell so much about that, but I don't know if she will or not. Has she quit? Has she abdicated? Is this Buckingham Palace where things are boarded up? Because aren't they due to have some work done in there? I don't think she's quit. I'll do a quick reading, but I don't think so. Who are Cal and Joe Cummings? Clarence, I'm happy to win their races. Cal and Joe Cummings, will they win their races? I take it they're Democrats, are they? Will Cal and Joe Cummings win their races? Let's have a quick look. The Emperor, Eight of Pentacles. They've got a lot of work to do. Queen of Swords. Ace of Pentacles. Things are looking good for them. Still a bit of a balancing a cup. Returning on. I think one might not. Strength. One will have quite a strong win and one's not going to. One's going to lose and one's going to win, I think. So, yeah, very quickly. Yeah, I think if the Queen's not appearing anywhere, it's just precaution, but we'll have a look. Okay, I'll just have a quick look at the Queen. What's going on with Her Majesty? Is she going to step down? Ooh. A loss. I think this isn't about the Queen. I think it could be Two of Cups, a loss in a partnership. Oh dear, I think Prince Philip might be hanging on. I think Prince Philip might be ill, very ill. Carrying a burden. Seven of Swords. Having something stolen from her. Five of Wands. A bit of conflict. Just having a bit of, I hate to say it, but I think it's a mix between, I think Prince Philip might not be very well, but I think she's also had some news about another member of her family getting away with something naughty and causing conflict and abusing their position. She's had some news about an investigation into that, and she's trying to balance that and feeling the burden of things. So it's a mix of things. So I think Prince Philip might not be well, but also she's really just feeling the burden of who she is and another member of her family's not exactly been doing the right thing or been abusing their position, and it's not necessarily, you know, under investigation. So, and she's just trying to deal with shit. But I think a large part of it might be Prince Philip is not well. So, yeah, we'll leave it at that. Thanks for joining me, my darlings. Yeah, and they spend Christmas at Sandringham, and they do shut up the palace, and I think there's some work going on at the palace as well. So, so thank you for joining me, and please have a good day and stay safe, stay strong, and stay loving. Okay, so love you all. Bye. Bye-bye.